Yeah, definitely. My mom was always my inspiration, and she still is my inspiration. Going into this, I remembered all the things that my mom taught me about singing and about performing and really pushing for my goals. And I thought, oh, wow, I don't have that anymore. But then I quickly realized that all those things that she taught me, remained inside of me, and I'm really thankful for that. She actually passed away of colon cancer, which she fought for years and years, and many people didn't even know that she was as sick as she was because she was such a fighter and didn't let on to people that she was that sick. But, I'm thankful for the time that I had with her, and it's a blessing to be able to say that she was my mom. And, I know she's right there with me when I'm performing every time now. Well, I definitely want to remain in my roots of country music, but I've always sang more of, the Rascal Flatts, pop country type stuff that could cross over. And I really think that Adam can really help me along with that side of the country or of the music industry.
Well, it was kind of a random idea why I did the YouTube video. My producers at the time, they owned the rights to the song, and they kind of just wanted to do a video just to see, how many hits it would get. And I'm based out of Miami, so, the club scene is huge down here. And so they made the song a club song, and they made a video just to see how many hits. And within like 4 days, it ended up getting 1 million views, which was kind of surprising because, it happened so quickly. So, but it was really just to get me out there.
The changes are they're crazy. I go to school also in Nashville, so that has kind of been a middle ground from Jones Creek to LA. But even from Nashville to LA, the changes are insane. It is city, city, city. But my family and I traveled a lot, and even though we would come home to our quaint little village of Jones Creek, I was able to kind of see, around, and that kind of got me ready for the big city.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, I think I could kind of speak for both of us, saying that, although we haven't had a record deal and, we may have not signed a bunch of contracts and had all the performing experience such as Frenchie or Javier, we still have been doing this for a long time, whether at an amateur level or not, and we have been working at our craft. Everybody on this show is indeed an artist. We don't just sing a cover of a song. We've been working on developing a unique sound, a unique style, becoming our own very unique and individual artist. And so we're, although we may have not done all the, we don't have the impressive resume like a lot of the other artists on this show, I think we're both still very confident that we know who we are and we know what we can accomplish. I don't know if, Jeff, you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's kind of sometimes crazy looking at all the fans that they already have, but I feel really great being the fresh face, and I like that aspect of it, is that we can be a new face for America, or for the world, and I think that brings a different thing to the table as well.
Yeah, we are given a list of songs to choose from, and I know a lot of my fans were disappointed with the "I Kissed the Girl." They wanted me to go out there and belt out Aretha or Whitney, but I do want to add that the singer who sang an Aretha song, no one's turned around for her. So, but we were given a list of songs, and I Kissed a Girl was the song that was left that hadn't already been selected for another girl that would be auditioning. So, yeah, and I do think song choice plays a role, which is why I'm hoping that we'll get to choose our own songs soon.
We do have input, obviously. Although the producers are exercising some control, obviously with the list we do have some input. But you got to remember that, as this is, a talent competition, it is also a TV show, and so you have to make sure that you don't want if everybody were singing, some big Aretha ballad in the same round, that comes off a little bit weird on TV. You want to have variety. And I do think they have our best interest in mind. And I mean,
thank you, Patrick.
For Frenchie, I know Frenchie was a little bit, was a little bit surprised by her song choice, and then she walked out and just killed it. And nobody would have expected Frenchie to sing that song. And so it almost worked for her that now she still has that Aretha ballad waiting in the wings that she can pop out the next round and blow people away with. And they also know that she can go out there and perform and dance. So in a way, it's kind of been, they've been our allies in this, even though we don't have complete control.
Yes, Patrick. That's why I love you. Well, I came into this expecting to have to work. I don't feel entitled to any of this. So I'm totally okay with having to have had to work for it. And what was going through my brain, I think you can see from my reaction when Christina did turn around, I was genuinely excited and happy and honored that, a lot of singers auditioned for this, and each coach could only pick 8. So, I was just up there like, please, God, let someone turn around. And the fact that it was Christina was like a double yes. That was a double answer to the prayer. So... I couldn't let myself go there because at the end of the day, whether someone turned around or not, there was still an audience there that I felt like I needed to give a good performance to, because there were some singers who nobody turned around for, and I disagreed with the judges, and I'm sure that there will be people in the viewing audience who will disagree with some of the people who the coaches decide not to turn around for, because everybody was really good. Everybody could sing. So, and you never know what will happen for some of the singers who were great, but none of the coaches turned around for them. So I feel like, I couldn't allow myself to freak out too much because I had to focus on still giving a good performance for the audience.
I guess I might as well say it. Some people definitely, I think, portrayed me in the wrong way, because I have been getting some comments, negative comments saying that I might be too cocky or conceited, and just like I'm pretty sure the 3 people that are on this call right now would agree with me that if they knew me, they know that that's not the truth.
Kelsey is
agreed.
Golden. Kelsey was my roommate.
What are you talking about?
Shut up, Patrick. Kelsey was my roommate. This is Frenchie. Kelsey was my roommate during this process when we were staying at the hotel, and people who think that she's cocky couldn't be more wrong. She is a sweet, sweet girl. That is my little sister. I've adopted her. She's fantastic. And I feel like sometimes there is some validity. I think that there may be a little bit of validity to the point that Kelsey was trying to make. We assume that, because let's face it, the industry's full of beautiful girls who may not necessarily be great singers. And Kelsey's a gorgeous girl, and people probably do look at her and assume that that's what she is, and that she doesn't have any musical talent. So I think that she's an excellent example of how this show works in the reverse. like, she's not just a pretty face. She has a heart of gold, and she's a smart girl, and she's talented. And I don't think that there was anything wrong with her acknowledging that.
Oh, I love you, Frenchie. Yeah, it was.
I love you, girl. I have your back.
It's hard because that was one thing I didn't want to be portrayed as, and I think that a lot of people saw it like that, just because at the end I did say, I have been looked at as the pretty face who can sing, and for once in my life I'm actually, I'm showed as a singer, and it's a great thing, and it's an amazing accomplishment for me, and I'm really proud of myself in that sense, and I wish people could see that, but not everybody's gonna like you, so you kind of just gotta.
Girl, you can't please everybody and keep your sanity. They'll get over it.
Yeah.
Exactly.